So today in this video, I'll be talking about the disadvantage of dating or marrying a Filipina lady. So I want you guys to please stay tuned and enjoy this video. So before I continue, please, if you know you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, turn on your notification bell so that you can be able to get future videos as I upload. So without no further ado, I want you guys to please stay tuned and enjoy this video. Number one, Filipina ladies are very sensitive and also very emotional. And why I said this is because Filipinos, they're extremely very sensitive. Like the slightest thing makes them cry. The slightest thing makes them very emotional. Even the slightest thing that doesn't require them to feel very bad or to, like see it as something very serious, they take that in very, very personal. So if you actually get into a marriage to a Filipina lady, you need to actually learn to be very patient when it comes to their sensitivity and their emotionality. That's exactly what I got to understand about dating, and also if you want to get married to a Filipina lady. And also, if you have a plan of marrying a Filipina lady, there is always bound to be argument. Like the slightest skin can create some type of misunderstanding, and before you know, misunderstanding can create arguments, and you guys can argue and argue and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Because I tell you the truth, like every foreigner who comes to the Philippines here, I know every foreigner can actually understand every character trait about a Filipina lady, but when it comes to that argument aspect, I mean, foreigners don't really like to see or maybe having misunderstanding or talking for a very long time or maybe quarreling and things like that. So if you ever want to actually have peace in your family, I mean in your family, marrying a Filipina lady, you need to also learn to avoid those things that will make her feel very emotional, and also very oversensitivity when it comes to things like that. Of course, yeah, they're very emotional, but of course you can be able to reduce those things that can make you guys have quarrel and maybe make her cry and things like that. Number two, rice is life. So if you're getting married to a Filipina lady, you need to keep like 2 sacks of rice, because no matter the type of food the Filipina ladies eat, they would always eat rice. Sometimes if they don't eat rice once in a day, it makes them get angry, like they can't stay without rice. And also, if you're a husband, you need to also learn to start eating rice, because if a Filipina lady, you get married to them, you would always start learning how to eat rice. Because of course I've met some Filipina ladies, and also some people who are also married to also Filipina ladies. I mean, rice is actually life in the Philippines. So without rice, that Filipina lady can actually get angry with you. Even though there are different types of food in the kitchen, they still want to eat that rice. So if you want to get married to a Filipina lady, one, I promise you, you're gonna be rice favorite friend, because you're gonna also learn how to eat rice, because you marry a Filipina lady. So if you're getting married to a Filipina lady, you need to keep this at the back of your mind that rice is life here in the Philippines. Number three, if you're marrying a Filipina lady, you are also marrying her family. Here in the Philippines, Filipinos are very family oriented. So if you ever have a plan of marrying a Filipina lady, just know that you're also getting married to a family, because when she invites you to a province, she's gonna introduce you to her extended family, to her cousin, to her nephew, to her niece, her mother, and everybody that are very close to her as a person. Even though that person is just like a distant relative, even though the person is just like a distant cousin, you would get to know each and every one of them. So if you actually get married to a Filipina lady, and the Filipina lady tell you, oh, if you're getting married to this, you need to also know that you're marrying my family, you need to also get to know my father, you need to also get to know my mother, and also you need to learn to be eating round table dinner or lunch or breakfast or anything like that. So that is one thing you need to also know if you ever plan on marrying a Filipina lady. And one thing I know is this: when you're marrying a Filipina lady, you'll be very close to their family, whether you like it or not. For one thing you need to also know when you're marrying a Filipina lady is this: if a Filipina lady is cleaning the house, and you eventually walk inside the house with your slippers or with your shoe, you're gonna see the other side of that Filipina lady, because a Filipina lady is like this. If she's cleaning the floor, she expects you to remove your slippers or to remove your shoe before you go inside. And also, when she's cleaning the house, do not try to also match your leg where she has already cleaned, especially when you're just coming out and your legs or your feet are dirty. She's gonna get fucking mad at you. And I mean, I'm so grateful, because in my own country, Africa, I mean, we respect tradition very, very well. So if you're going to a neighbor's house and you see a lady is cleaning or a guy is cleaning or someone is cleaning, you have to remove your shoe, clean your leg on the foot mat, and go inside. So for me, I don't think it's really gonna be a very big issue to me, but I think it's actually gonna be a very big issue to those foreigners who are from the Western country and Europe and other developed countries. Might find it very difficult for them to really adjust to that situation. So number five, if you get married to a Filipina lady, that Filipina lady will always want to go home to her country. like I said before, the Filipina lady are very family oriented. So don't be very surprised that maybe probably, I mean, you get married to her in the Philippines and probably you guys plan on, you know, relocating to your home country or maybe somewhere else aside from the Philippines. Don't be very surprised that maybe when you guys move to India after 6 months, she's gonna tell you, oh babe, please, I need to go to visit my family members because you know I actually misses them I actually miss them very, very well. So don't be very surprised because Filipino ladies are very family oriented. So when you get married to them, you need to understand that, you know, family is life. And when family is life, they would always want to visit their family member, even if it's just like 2 or 6 months. They really just want to, you know, get to, you know, have a family togetherness and also get to be with their family member. Even though they're married and also they're overseas in other countries, they still want to come back because family is life. Number 6, if you're marrying a Filipino lady, all your female friends, you need to tell them bye-bye because a Filipino lady is like this. They really are very protective individual. So if you're getting married and you know you have so many Filipina friends or you have so many female friends, you need to control and you need to reduce those female friends, because just saying hi to a Filipina, to another lady, and when your girlfriend is there, can stir her up very, very well and she can get very angry. So if you marry a Filipina lady, try to avoid having so many Filipino friends, because the slightest things you do, especially when it comes to a fellow girl like her, they see it as something, oh, like the lady's interested in you, or maybe they just, you know, create some type of picture in their mind that's, you know, even though it's not really true. So for you to actually get married to a Filipina lady, you need to also avoid having so many female friends, because having so many female friends can, you know, stir her up and also make her feel very jealous and may also try to make her feel very protective about you. So number 7, Filipina ladies are very neat. And also, if you are the type of person that usually takes shower once every day, when you get married to a Filipina lady, you are going to be forced to take shower 2 to 3 to 4 times every day, because Filipina cannot stand the smell of untidiness or dirtiness. So even though you just go to the toilet or maybe you just went out and the Filipina girl tells you, oh babe, you need to go and take your shower, just know that you need to go and take your shower, because Filipina cannot, you know, stand the smell or the taste of uncleanliness. Number 8, finally, Filipina ladies have this ego, bossy attitude. I mean, actually it's something I really don't like, but for me it's something somehow I can try to, you know, understand in a way. But usually that's exactly what I really don't like in the Philippines when it comes to, you know, marrying a Filipina lady. I mean, when a Filipina lady knows she has done something wrong, instead of her to, okay, apologize, or probably you the husband or you the boyfriend tells her, hey babe, okay, this is what you did. Well, what you did is actually wrong, or what you're actually doing is not right. Please, can you apologize? That Filipino lady, she's not going to apologize. You know what she's going to say? She's going to give you reasons why she's acting like that. And when she knows that what she did is very wrong, she just tries to give you different reason. And for me, that's pissed me off very, very well. But one thing I get to tell you when it comes to handling that situation is this: when she keeps talking and talking and talking, just be very, very quiet. When you actually calm down and you stop talking to her and you guys, you know, try to, you know, like cool off and go your separate for a while, she's gonna eventually come back and, you know, apologize to you. But if you're a foreigner, I'm not trying to discourage you from marrying a Filipina lady. Of course, in every situation you find yourself when marrying a Filipina lady, whether it's a misunderstanding or something else, there is always a way to, you know, settle that misunderstanding or argument. So I'm not trying to say Filipina ladies are very hard to understand. Of course, every lady you meet, there's always something that you won't really like about a lady. But what actually makes that marriage or relationship works very well is all about understanding maturity and also learning how to, you know, settle that quarrel or misunderstanding at that particular time. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. But before I end this video, please, if you know you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. You know, turn on your notification bell so that you can be able to get future videos. So without no further ado, I want you guys to please take good care of yourself and ingat.